Welcome everybody. This is DNC Card Breaks. What we got for you today is we're gonna open some 91 Upper Deck. Bought this box here off of eBay along with 92 and 93 as well. Dustin here with my friend Corey. Probably been out of the collecting hobby for about 25 years now. Recently have been watching some card breaks on YouTube. One of my vintage baseball buddies, Buttermilk, kind of subscribed to his channel and was watching him do some card breaks and got the fever again on the hobby, and been watching some other YouTube videos as well. Like Up North Collectors and things like that. So got the fever once again. So I thought that we'd start off with some vintage cards back to when I was a kid and used to go into the collector's shop and spend all the money I had to buy some baseball card packs. So probably question you got is why you got 91 Upper Deck when everybody tries to go after the 89 Upper Deck. But I refuse to give the prices of eBay of the 89. And also I found out that those boxes originally weren't sealed, so there might have been some kind of sequence to the packs there to where the Griffey was at. So 91, my favorite player growing up was Jeff Bagwell. He's a rookie this year. You got the Chipper Jones rookie, and there's I think a lot of other good cards in here. So we'll get to opening this box here. I'll open some, half of them, and then Corey, he'll get in here and he'll open up the rest of them, and we'll see if we can't see what cards we can't pull here. So Corey, any special players that you're hoping to pull out of here?
Well, I do remember that this was the year, which is on the front of the box, I believe, is when Bo Jackson actually signed with the White Sox. Now, the card's not really valuable, but I remember that was a hot card back in the day. As an 11-year-old, you really wanted that Bo Jackson card in a White Sox uniform.
You know, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. Like I said, been out of the hobby for a while, so not an expert like a lot of these YouTubers are. But I think this also may be the year where Michael Jordan's card was in there.
Oh.
When he
had his little stint with the Birmingham Barons and the White Sox. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. You always had a
holograms
team card. The Giants there.
Right there. All right, so we got Zosky, Schmidt, and they're all going to be opposite directions here. Allison, I don't think I know one of these players yet. Chris Bosio, I kind of remember him, I believe.
Maybe he was a manager at some point, I don't know. There was some Hank Aaron inserts. I'm not sure if that's an insert or if that's 23 of 27. Pete Incaviglia is a catcher, I believe.
Gary Gaetti, I remember him.
That's an ugly swing, but
oh, I think I may have saw something there. Jose Lind.
That's a duplicate. I think we already.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, Terry Steinbach. I was thinking that might have been McGuire there for a second.
It kind of like a McGuire swing, doesn't it?
Mike Stanton.
Atlanta
Nice mullet back there in the back. Chris Hammond.
I think he was instrumental in the 90 World Series.
Tim Raines.
Hall of Famer Tim Raines, I believe.
Pete Harnish. I remember these. It looks like Dave Stewart right there. Yeah.
There was always an illustrated card.
Yep, Dave Stewart. I guess that's just the Oakland's checklist, I guess.
It's kind of cool, I guess, as a collector. If you wanted the team collection, you could get this card and see what all you needed to do.
Did we have that guy already,
that's a duplicate. Yeah. So there's two duplicates.
Yeah. So nothing really going in that pack there.
All right, let's get a pack going here. It's been a while since I've opened a pack of cards.
It feels good.
It does feel good. A little adrenaline rush. Texas Rangers hologram
Well,
there.
we're based in here around Nashville, so now the Sounds are their AAA team.
That's right. Eric Show. Jimmy Key. He was a good pitcher back in the day. A few all-star appearances, I remember. Juan Agosto. Oh, no. Mookie Wilson. Big-time hit in the World Series. Mookie. Mark Parent. Nelson Liriano. Luis Soho. Bill Wegman. Zane Smith. Ramon Martinez. He was a good pitcher. Pedro's older brother
I
there.
didn't know that.
Another Gary Gaetti. Look at that swing. That's...
Looks like me in vintage baseball.
Oh, and there's your man. I pulled it.
Man.
I pulled it.
First fact. That's great. That's great.
We'll set that one aside
Yeah.
there. Tony Fernandez.
It's got some damage on the corner there.
Does it really?
Yeah. Guess you would expect that.
This is a nice little pull. Bernie Williams rookie card. Mike Blowers. And then just a generic checklist there.
Not that it's worth much, but I'm going to put this bag well in a sleeve here. Little penny sleeve. All right. Go to this next pack here. Well, that was good. Maybe have some luck out of this box after all. Got the Tribe there. I think that logo's going away.
That's the old Chief Wahoo or Chief Nakahoma, I think.
Jeff Gray. Let's see. Your pack didn't seem to be as Sanderson, Daryl Kyle.
No, I think he died in like a fishing accident or something. I don't know. Carlton Fisk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris Hammond. Akerfields. Bob Walk. I wonder how many walks he had. It's a bad name as a pitcher. Barry Bonds.
That's nice.
That's a good find there.
Nice little one.
That's a duplicate. But you had that in your pack, I think.
Brett Butler. Greg Myers. Roberto Kelly.
Dwight Smith.
Be the first Cub I've remembered. Sam Horn.
And Brian Downer.
Barry Bonds, that was a nice little pull.
Yeah.
I do have an 89 Upper Deck Barry Bonds in my collection of
That is rookie
80s
card?
and 90s. No, I think he was a rookie 86, maybe 87. But it was his first Upper Deck card because that was the first year of Upper Deck. All right, so we got a Mariners hologrammed logo. Wonder how they always manage to get the hologram on the front. I guess they always probably a machine. Bud Black, John Wetland, Hubie Brooks, Dave Smith in those classic Astros uniforms. Campusano, Ron Gann. I remember Ron Gann. He was a nice little Brave back in the day. Bob Ojeda, Eric Show, Vance Law, Brooke Jacoby, another Brett Butler, Bunting, Dressendorfer, Brian Barnes,
third
Gary. He's going to be the guy that we get. And Steve Lyons.
I'm not going to lie, I get excited every time I see a A's card there, hoping that it's Canseco or McGuire. We'll try not to keep this video too long, but obviously these packs here, they have a lot more cards than today's cards do. There's a Hartley, Mitch
Williams.
Yeah.
Nice closer.
Was he a wild? What they call
that was the wild thing, the original wild thing.
Mike Scott, Cool Ball, another baseball heroes of Aaron. Parker. Ballard. Another Tim Raines. Oh,
There's a
got
Canseco.
a Canseco.
That's-
Yep, it's a good looking card there. Fairies. Fred McGriff.
Oh, McGriff.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Stanton. And Robinson.
You know, I'd like to pull I remember the guys I always wanted to get when I was a kid were Nolan Ryan, Cal Ripken. I was a Cubs fan, so I always liked to get Dawson or Sandberg, Mark Grace, any of those cards. Giants hologram, another generic checklist. There's a John Smiley, Calderson, Chuck Carr, Joe Klink, Howard Farmer, Julio Machado, Scott Bankhead, Dennis Butcher, Candy Maldonado, Dave Parker. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. I can't remember if Dave Parker's a Hall of Famer or not. Glenn Davis, Elvira.
That's a weird looking card.
There's another Brett Butler and Gary Gaetti are kind of in competition here, and Bruce Hurst. That was the thing. Buying a pack. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you just kind of wasted your money.
And if I recall right, I think these packs were around $3 back
These
then.
were the premium.
Yeah.
Upper Deck was and may still be. They were premium.
Another Rangers. All right, we got Jack Clark, Jeff King, Vince Coleman. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Mm-hmm. George Bell. That's another solid baseball player.
Ted Power. Return to Milwaukee.
Hank.
Sosky. Thigpen.
Thigpen. Set the saves record back in the day.
Another Darryl Kyle. Greg Jeffries. Remember that name? It's a cool
Nice
card.
action
there,
card, yeah.
Mhm. Asunyo. Dwight Evans. I was gonna say Abbott, but he's got
Who's that?
Chuck
Finley. Okay.
Sanderson and
Scott
Radinsky.
Radinsky.
Nothing really to be proud of in that pack. No,
I'm feeling it. This is a pack. This is a good pack. Here we go. We're gonna get a couple of good cards here.
another Indians hologram.
Another Chief Nakahoma. Willie McGee.
Willie McGee.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Jim Acker. Mike Timlin. Glenn Wilson. Benito Santiago. He was all-star a few years. Another Hank Aaron. Steve Farr. Gary Templeton. Turner Ward. Mike Scioscia. Good manager. Good player back in the day. Zosky. Gary Carter. He may be a Hall of Famer. Mike Gardner, rookie card. Another Dave Parker.
That's a different one, isn't it? Yeah.
Don Paul.
So we may have a couple of different Dave Parkers in there.
Another Mariners
Yeah,
logo.
I know. Morris.
Jack Moore. You remember that Morris? What was the Braves pitcher? That pitching duel in Game 7 of the World Series. Heathcliff Slocum.
He's one of those that have two last names. Eric Anthony. Dickie Thon. Nolan Ryan and
no Ricky Henderson.
Yeah. Cool little card there. Jack Clark. Jimmy Crammers. Another McGriff. Matt Williams. I always live
solid ball player. Yeah.
Chitrin.
Oh, look at that. That's
cool.
like a motion card. Harold Reynolds, I think, is my guess.
Harold Reynolds it is. Fairies. Oh, that's cool. Oh no, I thought that was kind of like those Diamond Kings or whatever they had. Don Russ had.
I also like to always get a Greg Maddux or Tom Glavine. Those were good cards. You would get back possibilities in this pack right here.
I like to see, like you said, I like to see that Bo Jackson.
Detroit Tigers logo. Chili Davis. Pascual Perez. Oh, all red. Mike Fitzgerald. Oh, Carl Rose. Now this was
Dave
Justice was a solid, popular Brave back in the day when they had their run. Franklin Stubbs, Mickey Tettleton, Roberto Alomar is a good player, Hall of Famer for sure. Card's not worth much, but he's a good player. Chris James, Jack Clark, Zane Smith, Greg Colbrun, Eddie Zosky, and Jim Batcher.
You definitely have had the better packs of the opening.
Although I think you arguably have the best player of all time in Barry Bonds there. So.
Well, I guess that's debatable.
That is debatable, yeah.
It is debatable. If you want to count PEDs, I guess.
Rigetti,
Yeah, I remember
solid
that.
back in the day.
Jack Armstrong. I need flipping these over. Morris. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, the
Bobby
old school
Rogerio.
uniform there,
Yeah.
throwback.
Evans. Oh, Craig Biggio. That's a good one too.
Oh yeah,
As a catcher,
that's
it's really cool.
That's close to his rookie. He may have been a rookie 89, 90. Saberhagen.
Yeah, Brett Saberhagen.
The old submariner, I think.
That guy. All right. Yeah, old Biggio.
Players that you like to pull back in the day.
I mean, I was obviously a huge McGuire fan.
Danny Jackson, Reggie Harris, Devin White. Is that the same player there, back to back? Devin White and Devin White. I wonder
the numbers, because they had like a high series in these too. Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I'm
same player though.
Yeah.
Angels. I mean, this has got Angels. I wonder if it's.
It'd be interesting to look into.
That's curious, yeah. They were back to back too.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Joe McGrain, Hank, Boddicker, Luis Soho, Albert Bell. He was a popular. That was a popular card back in the day. Craig Worthington, another Jack Morris, Vance Law, Bernard Gilkey, Jack Clark, Dave Pasqua.
Growing up, I really didn't. I was an Astros fan because of Bagwell, but growing up, I probably watched more Cubs games. I wasn't a Cubs fan, but I probably watched more Cubs games because they were always on WGN, and that was a easy station to pick up.
Cubs or Braves?
Joe Carter, World Series hero, right?
That's right. Against Mitch Williams.
And Davis. Oh, look at this.
Dale Murphy.
That's cool.
He needs to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh.
Kelly Gruber.
I saw a good one back here.
Kirk Gibson. Another home run. Another World Series hero.
Look at that.
Schmaltz. That's the name of it. How could I not remember his name? It was Schmaltz versus Morris. Yeah. Seen that. That's another one. We've seen that one.
Yeah.
Darryl Boston. Oh, you
Another
pulled a Bagwell.
That's good.
Bagwell rookie. Knoblock maybe? No.
Gary Gadddy. You should have known it.
Another one.
Yeah. He don't look as chunky in that picture, so that's why we didn't recognize him.
curious. It seems like the holograms. This is the
Repeat.
third
yeah.
or fourth. Yeah, I've gotten several Mariners holograms there. Corey Snyder, Matt Noakes, Eric King, Dave Hollins, Oscar Azakar, Delano DeShields, that was a fun name, Willie Randolph, Jose Rijo, he was a World Series stud, Joe Carter, another one, Manny Lee, Kirk Gibson, this was the World Series pack, Denny Butcher, Mark Lewis, another Jack Morris, and a Kenny Rogers.
Not the singer.
Not the same.
We still got quite a few packs left. We're about 20 minutes into this video, so we'll try to speed it up a little bit. Who can you think of as somebody we haven't pulled that that would, obviously that Bo Jackson card, that would be a good one.
Another Albert Bell.
Larry Walker,
he was
yeah.
a good player.
Good old Expos, which is what, the Nationals, is that correct?
I think that's right. McDonald.
Moss. Oh, I seen it.
Who you got in
Oh,
there?
well, it's
Sammy.
there's a good old Sammy Sosa card.
I think 90 was his rookie year, but that's a good one.
Ricky Jordan. I've seen this guy way too many times today. I like my A's back then, but not them guys. That's a cool one.
Another Giants. So far, it's been the Giants and the Mariners and the Rangers, I think. Oh, look at this. This is a cool card. Andre Dawson, George Bell, Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah.
Cubs back in the day. I like that card. Raphael. I'll just kind of go through these quickly here. Icorn. Olivares. Steve Avery. Never really lived up to the hype, but there's a Willie McGee. Dave Johnson. Tim Rock Raines. Bedrosian. Turner Ward. Mickey Morandini turned an unassisted triple play. Kirk Gibson. Jeff Schultz. Dave Schmidt.
You know, there's not much value to these packs, but like I got, I think it was 91, 92, 93, I think it was, on eBay for $48, and that's a lot of fun opening packs for that amount of money there. So look for maybe those videos later on the other ones. Kirby Puckett.
Oh, nice Kirby Puckett,
Yep.
Hall of Famer there.
Yeah. Reggie Jefferson.
Reggie
Really good.
Jefferson. Eric Davis was a good red. I haven't seen any Eric Davis yet. There's
Another
Bagwell.
Bagwell. Yep. So this box is paid off for my purpose. We still ain't seen a Chipper Jones yet, though.
Mike Greenwell.
Maybe we'll come up with one of them.
Turner Ward. I remember these. I think Upper Deck was the first company to really have these, I guess, foil packs maybe too.
Yeah, got away from the wax.
The
packs,
wax, yeah. Another Mariners logo.
If anybody needs a Mariners hologram, holler at us.
Dave Parker. Rob Murphy. Pete Harnish. Kurt Schilling.
I didn't know he
with the
played for the
Orioles. I
Orioles,
don't
yeah.
think I even realized he played with the Orioles. That's interesting. There was my favorite player growing up, the Hawk, Andre Dawson, Randy Myers, Mike
I don't think I
Blowers.
wasn't saying very many Yankees. I don't think.
Stottlemyre, Bobby Bonilla. The Mets are still paying
Still
him, by
paying
the
him.
way.
Was it July 1st of every year? I
I
think.
think so. Incaviglia, we've seen a lot of those. Allison, we've seen a lot of those. Jeff Conine, he had a pretty good career. Reggie Jefferson. Oh, that's a team photo? The White Sox, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. 1917 revisited. So that's just a throwback uniform White Sox. You got the White Sox fan, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Stan Javier. Rangers.
Rangers hologram. Vince Coleman. Rudensky. All red. Napier. Her checklist. Vince Coleman. Templeton. Bailey's.
Brett Butler. A lot of those.
Another Gary Gaetti. Flowers.
Mike Messina, that was a solid rookie card.
Top prospect.
Yeah.
So
I think he may be a Hall of Famer, or should be.
who's this? The Bashing Years, Mark McGuire.
That's a McGuire.
That's cool.
It's a kind of a special card. That's
Yep.
cool.
And Chris Bosio. I seen the name Chris. Was Chris Sabo? Was he around at this time?
Sabo, yeah. Sabo was on the 90 Reds team that won the World Series. Detroit Tigers. Mike Stanton. Steve Lyons. Tony Fernandez. Oh, there's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Wade
Wade
Boggs.
Boggs.
That's a nice player for sure. Rarely struck out. Ellis Burks. Ruskin. Chris Hammond. Andy Benez. Augusto. Ortiz. Children. Beckman. Who is that? Jack Morris. Another Albert Bell. And the bad boy, Rob Dibble.
Another Mariners. Mitch Williams. Pete Smith. Devin White. Luis Gonzalez. Greg Gagne. Ron Gant. Mitch Williams. Mickey Tettleton. Rob Murphy. John Russell. Gary Gaetti. Brett Butler.
Those two.
Here's another top prospect. Dave Stein. I don't remember him though.
He was a prospect.
Yeah.
I don't know about top.
Timlin and dang, Scrawl. We're getting down to closer to the bottom there.
Gotten several Bagwells.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Still trying to pull the chipper.
Yeah. Texas Rangers. Sanderson. Bruce Hurst. Steve Children. McIntosh. There's a Brett Saberhagen. He was a solid pitcher back in the day. Thomas. Mike Stanton. Glenn Allen Hill. He was like a bodybuilder out there. Barry Jones. Hector Villanueva. Al Osuna. I think he died in an accident too. Jim Presley. It's got to be a Sandy Alomar
That's
there. Yep, Sandy Alomar Jr. Another Joe Carter. Oh, and I remember this card. I think I had this card back in the day. Ricky Henderson and Lou Brock there when he broke the all-time stolen base record.
I'm just not even going to talk about the holographs anymore because they're all the same. Lance Law, Rick Fowler, Charlie Huff,
Knuckleballer.
Jay Howe, Jeff Brantley, Aaron Card. Was that just in our same pack?
Yeah, it's a duplicate.
Kevin Bass, checklist. Luis Rivera. Oh. Matt Young, rookie threats. This is, I guess so. We got that was Gonzalez,
Luis Gonzalez, yeah.
Bagwell, and then not sure who that is. Let's see who we got here. Carl Tuffy Rhodes.
Okay.
Didn't know who that was because I don't think he ever done anything. Eric's, Evans, and Jeff Russell.
That Evans card, in the Orioles uniform, every time I see that, it looks like Rafael Palmeiro.
You get excited there?
I just think it's Palmeiro. And of course, we've got the Mariners logo again. Feeling good about this pack here. Let's see what we got. Osuna, Milligan, Tapani, Martinez, Sanderson, Steve Howard, Wally Beckman, Dennis Eckersley. He's a Hall of Famer, but it's worth anything. But he was a good pitcher. Charlie Huff. I think Charlie Huff pitched probably till he was in his mid-40s. I think he was old as dirt. Jeff Montgomery.
Right. Dave Busher. Bill Landrum. Presley. Mosby. Moore. Knudsen. Busher. Carmen. Heath. Jay Bell. Massa. Gary Scott, top prospect. And Chuck Mullins.
Giants. Al Osuna. Seen a lot of those. Jeff Batcher. That's a new one. There's Dwight Evans. Kevin Seitzer. Hank Aaron. Paul Ferris. Doug Draybeck. Nice pitcher back in the day. Jim Presley. Another Mitch Williams. Scott Sanderson. Larry Anderson. Dave Parker. Heathcliff Slocum. Mike Scooter.
So looking on the front of that box there, we've got we got that Canseco, didn't we?
We've got Canseco and Greg Jeffries.
Yeah. Ward, Scudder, Backman, Chris Gwynn, Bedroso, Charlton, Turner Ward, Brock. There's that rookie threats again. Jody Reed, Dave Smith. That's a Jones, another top prospect. Rigetti and Steve Buechele. I don't think you've had any top prospect cards, have you?
One or two, but
okay.
I can't remember. Indians. Chitrin. Pasqua. Those checklist cards were the worst to get. Billy Ripken.
I got excited there for a second.
Munoz. I know. I thought it was Cal. Yeah. Like another Al Osuna. I think he's taken over. Joe Oliver. Charlie Huff. We've gotten several of those recently. There's a Mark McGuire.
That's a good one right there.
Solid card. Stanton, Steve Finley. Ooh, let's see who that is. Roberto Kelly. Another Vince Coleman. And a Storm Davis.
I know some of y'all are probably watching this and think we're silly to get excited about these cards. That's not really worth anything, but it's more the nostalgia than anything. Brings back memories. There's old Roberto Alomar. Edens. Jones. Whiten. Willie Randolph. Mike Fielder.
Another Roberto Alomar.
Same pack,
Yeah. John Franco.
Wally Backman. Another Kirk Gibson. Danny Jackson. Old Chili Davis.
There's a top prospect.
Yep. Jeff Hamilton. And Mike Benjamin.
All right, Tigers logo. Tony Fernandez. Kenny Rogers. Bud Black. Eric Hansen. Tom Gordon. Another Hank Aaron there. Steve Chitrin. Benzinger. Larry Anderson. Fernando Venezuela. Look at that. That's
cool.
That's a cool card. He had that wild delivery. Chris Hammond. Sean Abner. There's a top prospects checklist. Mitch Williams and Rich Rodriguez.
Looks like about 6 packs left. Got Albert Bell, that White Sox card again, that throwback. Harold Baines, Charlie O'Brien, Albert Bell, Joey Cora for yellow card, Dave Smith, Dave Martinez, Jack Morris, Rob Deere, MVP lineup again, Corey Snyder, Royce Clayton, top prospect, Ernest Riles, and Tony Pena.
All right, Texas Rangers, another Bagwell. It's been a good box for that's who you were wanting. Schultz, Eric Show, Lance Parrish, Joe something, Felix Jose, Tony Fernandez, Eric King, Steve Finley, Gary Carter, Pete Incaviglia, Reggie Jefferson, Jeff Robinson, Kyle Abbott, there's a top prospect, Brian Downing, and Phil Bradley.
Got Joe Carter, Jim Gardner, Brooks, Junior Felix, Mark Lemke, Frey, another Joe Carter,
Joe.
Wegman, Danny Darwin, Jack Clark, Tim Costa, top prospect, Daly, and Trevor Wilson.
All right, Mariners, Dressendorfer, Arnsberg, Joe Bitker, Tino Martinez, good player, Mike Witt, Alejandro Pena, another bags, Jim Presley, Abner, Dave Magadan, Mercedes, Joe Bitker, Jeff Juden, top prospects, Allison, and Kent Merker.
This is my last pack. Still trying to go after that Bo Jackson there. Chipper rookie. Kind of gave up hope on those. Slocum, Robinson, Timlin, Fred McGriff.
That's a different McGriff, too.
Parrott, Deion James, Slocum, Bankhead, Bellyard, right? We ain't seen that one. Owen, Dave Parker, Tettleton, top prospect of Fordyce, Devon White, and Roger Clemens to round it out there for me. Yeah.
Roger Clemens. All right, last pack, everybody. Giants. Glenn Davis, Willie Wilson, Jeff Robinson. There's Jim Abbott. That's
Of him batting.
That's him batting, yeah. Fletcher, Chet Lemon, Dressendorfer, Ken Patterson, Robinson, Robbie Thompson. There it is. There it is. That's
last pack.
That's the card. I remember wanting that card so badly as a kid. Eric Show, Todd Van Poppel. There was a lot of hype with him. Pete Harnish, and Carlton Fisk.
I'd say all around, I'm happy with that. I got a bunch of Bagwells. We pulled the Bo Jackson. Didn't get a chipper rookie, but I wasn't disappointed. So Well, you know, this video lasted, we're at about 40 minutes right now, so our videos typically won't last this long. There was a lot of packs to open. Well, you know, what you'll kind of see, hopefully, is, I guess, one thing, maybe we can continue this by making some money off finding some good autographs and stuff and some of the newer stuff. But baseball, you see some baseball breaks. I like hockey. You may see some hockey card breaks on here, and Corey, I think he's bigger into football right now than anything. So at times you may see some football card breaks as well. But if you like what you saw, like I said, other than the length of the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You know, if you got any comments, put them down there in the bottom. We'll take a look at those as well. But look for some more videos in the future of some 2019 cards and some vintage cards as well.